Okay, welcome to the new podcast that we're going to do for Busuk Chronicles website. We've already done 3 of these, so this will be number 4. And I'm Kieran James. I'm from Glasgow in Scotland, and talking about Indonesian metal. So the bands that we've looked at were Spellforger, Speed, Thrash from Bandung, who put out an EP. And we'll see connections here with the band that we look at today. So today we look at Ashtarothum, Bandung black metal with some gothic aspects. And we'll see Ashtarothum have a completely new lineup apart from the guitarist and the vocalist Ash. So in the new lineup, Ashtarothum has a new bass player, new keyboardist and female vocals, and a new drummer. So the former drummer, Yaya Helvet, was a very well-known and very long-term member of the Bandung black metal community, going back to performing in Neurotic of Gods in the mid-90s. And he was with Ashtarothum and now gone to play in Spellforger with the new EP. And the other members that have left are Jamie on guitar, female bass player Destina, and Yaya himself on drums. So they have left Ashtarothum, so completely new lineup, which is kind of exciting and interesting for us because, or for me at least, because it's always interesting to hear a new group of people come together. With the leader Ash as being the common force throughout the band history. So as I mentioned, we've already done 3 of these podcasts. The other ones being Spellforger, Jihad. We talked about the album Origin of the Rebels Angels, and also the band Undergod from Bandung as well. So here we have another Bandung band called Ashtarothum. As I mentioned, with a completely new band lineup from diverse different genres and subgenres. So we'll have a look at the band members and then we'll look at the single. So the single Dark Perfection has been released, about 5 minutes long. Very full of very interesting and diverse aspects and melodic parts, harsher parts. Ash is very harsh, black metal vocals, almost a bit of a death metal influence. And Nirmala on female vocals, which I'll talk about. So if we look at the band lineup now for Ashtarothum. We have Ash on vocals and guitar. We have Trezor on guitar, and Trezor is from the pop punk band Without Name. So quite interesting to have like a guitarist even from pop punk moving into black metal, showing all the connections and the friendships and strong relationships in Bandung underground scene. And we have Undridge on bass, a death metal player, and he is from the band Impused. We have another black metal influence in the drummer, Hex, who is from the band Mortality, another old school famous black metal band in Bandung from 2002 with Maya, the female player there, being the leader there. And we also have, if we go down the list, we have keyboardist Sandy, and Sandy is from Symphonia, symphonic metal. And last, we have the female vocals, Nirmala. And Nirmala is from Defuti and Ex-Restless, also gothic bands. So we have a completely new lineup, apart from Ash, and a very diverse group with diverse backgrounds. And Ash is the principal songwriter and band leader. And he's also had a lot of experience and not the youngest person you'll ever meet. So you can see the songwriting strength and maturity really coming through in the song here. Okay, so if we talk about the song called Dark Perfection by Ashtarothum. So if we look at the song, it begins with a rain effect at the beginning, quite a common sound in Bandung in the rainy season. So it's done very well. It's starting with a melodic part, and basically throughout the song, it interludes between melodic playing and harsher playing. And most of the harsh vocals come during the aggressive parts. And slowly, the aggressive parts are becoming faster towards the end. So it's very well produced, and I think everyone will enjoy it. You don't need to be into the old school, very raw necro black metal. This one, I think everybody can appreciate it. Symphonic fans, gothic fans, even power metal fans, progressive metal fans. It's similar a bit to the band I interviewed from the Czech Republic called Honus Omirajasi. So if you look up HNUS in Metal Archives, that will come up. So that band also black metal with some strong guitar solos and with the kind of modern production. But if we look at this song, going back to Ashtarothum, what is really interesting is at about 3 minutes and 9 seconds of Dark Perfection, we see the beginning of a guitar solo, and then the guitar solo catches my ear. And then I find I was listening to the guitar lead all the way through. So it kind of continues as a guitar solo, becoming a lead, then fading in with the other instruments. But I could still hear it because my ear had been in tune with the guitar solo. So you hear the guitar there becoming a lead and merging in with the other instruments, then sometimes doing its own thing, creating like another lead, doing something a bit different from the background. And it sort of alternates progressively for most of the song between a solo and a lead, and then fading into the instrumentation. But overall, I can hear it progressively because I've tuned into it with the guitar solo. So as mentioned, the guitar solo beginning at around 3 minutes and 9 seconds in the song. And then becoming a solo, continuing as a lead, back to a solo, fading into the instrumentation, and then sometimes rising up and again doing its own thing. So very passionate solo, fitting the mood of the music and also creating the mood of the music, which is very passionate and very well done. And again, the good recording will allow listeners to really pick it up properly. Okay, one other feature I'll mention before we finish would be the female vocals from Nirmala. So this is really interesting because Nirmala's vocals, I believe they start at about 4 minutes and 4 seconds into the song. So there's not much of it used. And it's not like the traditional classic female sung vocals. It's more like someone standing in a big empty space, like a church or cathedral, and kind of shouting or talking, and it's kind of in the background there, but it's not really the traditional kind of sung vocals that we might expect. But at the same time, it fits the mood of the song and it's very, very suggestive and very emotional, but not overused, just a bit there in the last minute of the song from 4 minutes, 4 seconds on until the end. So overall, a very professional, very melodic, very interesting single from the band. Very strong songwriting, a lot of interchange between melody and harshness. And I think it can be enjoyed or appreciated by any metal fan at all, including power metal, gothic metal, black metal fans, and symphonic metal fans. So again, I hope to hear a full-length album. I believe that there will be one. And also best wishes to the band. And before I end, I'll just say best wishes to the former members, to Jamie, to Yaya, and to Destina. And I met them in Bandung with Ash, really nice and very humble people. And I just hope that they can get together or separately and record some good music again. And for Yaya, as I mentioned, he's gone on to Spellforger, which is again, it's recreating or replicating or reproducing, in an original way, the old school speed thrash of bands like Venom and Bathory. So again, very well done in that style. So Ashtarothum is more black metal with a goth metal aspect to it. So I look forward to the full-length album and best wishes to the band. And again, very recommended. Okay, that's all. Thank you.